It's cold and rainy today, and I probably won't be that busy, so I'm gonna go play in the gardens, and I'm going to harvest some herbs and some lavender, and we're gonna make some tasty things for drinks. We'll see what happens. I will at least get a whole bunch of lavender and get that going. I need a little bit of blueberries. I might get them from the bush. I think some of them are ripe, because if you cook up lavender, it will come out looking like urine. It's like yellow. It's horrible. So you got to add some blueberries in for color. I hate food dyes because they're all horrible for you, and they're all going to kill you if you eat too much of them. So I like to just use something else, and that something else will be blueberries today. Probably all from the property, so it's going to be really cool. Everything's going to be from the property. I'll catch up with you soon. Okay, let's check out the blueberries. Most of these are not. Oh! Yes. I just need like maybe 20. Some of these are different species. Actually, I have I think this is a different species over here. But the problem is these don't get enough sunlight, so a lot of them are just sour. But I don't need them for their sweetness. I just need them for their colors. There's tannins in here, and if you cook them, they will release the tannins, and that's all I want. The tannins have the color. That's the antioxidant inside of the fruit. You can tell this is a different species because of its size. These are much bigger, and they're not even getting as much sunlight, so this one is even more. The stem has bitterness, so I don't want too much of the stem. Oh, there is some oil in there. The bitterness can create a balance. I'm not looking for the bitterness, as I'm not trying to extract it with alcohol. There's analgesic in there that would be good for your health, but you cannot extract analgesic with just sugar and water, which I'm going to put them in sugar and water. So this is fine. We're going to just call this good. I need enough to make about 2 quarts, which I think will be roughly, maybe, I don't even know. It'll be a big handful. I've done it before. Sometimes I dry them out, but the bee doesn't like me doing this. Sometimes I don't, and it gives them different flavors. If I dry them out, I usually get more of like a pure herb, herbal, or a pure, flower. And if I don't dry them out, I get a little bit of the herbal, a little bit of the green flavors. Okay, now we're gonna go to the store to get some nutmeg. I'm gonna do some freshly ground nutmeg into sugar and make a nutmeg syrup. Probably let it sit overnight after simmering it for about half an hour. Not let it boil, because that'll cause it to be bitter as well. And you need to prepare it for a rum punch, because next month is the entire month we're going to run some kind of pirate theme. It's going to be like a pirate theme bar, which is going to be, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I get like tiki glasses and things. Should be fun with them. Now we're going to make a slushie. We got to zest 10 lemons and 10 limes. Get the oil. Have 20 minutes. They're going to look like bald lines. It's a very good thing I have things to do, because I don't think anyone wants to hang out outside today. At least I have a fire. Ooh, these are getting close. Where are we at? Another 20 degrees, maybe 25 degrees. It'll be fine. So, it's really rainy outside. Let's just push some juice. This is how you make a really good slushy. You gotta separate the acid. I've already zested the oil. The oil is in the skin. We cook that into the slushy itself, so we get the oil from the lemon and the lime. But the acid is like alcohol. It burns right off. If you get it too hot, it'll easily lose half. Oh my God, look at this. Anyway, it'll burn right off. So we gotta get the slushy cooled first. And then we will use ice to cool it. I'm gonna add in the acid after it's been cooled, which is this. We'll have to use it after it's been cooled. 10 lemons, 10 limes. So the dryness and the sugar will pull out the oil because it's so dry. It's basically like it's how ions work. It's molecular. They will want to become equal and even, and there are too many ions in the wet thing, so they will try to bond with the dry thing, and it will suck the oil out with it and give you more flavor. Time for the lavender to be done. Rinse these off. Now it's time to do the lavender. We're going to rinse off the berries. Put the berries in. And we're going to simmer that for a while until the berries are soft. And we're going to pop them on the edge, and then they're going to let off some of their blue dyes and tannins. Once they get heated up, we'll put these. They've been macerating for a while. They're already kind of like crispy. That means that the oil has been coming out of them. And they're pulling out the oil. It's really good. Good sign of getting a little crispy. We're at like 90, so we can start pressing these out. And they'll get pressed. It's just like making wine. The wine turns red because of the skins. This will turn blue because of the skins. And I just want a little bit of blue, so it ends up with a lavender color. And then it'll look like a lavender leaf, even though the lavender had nothing to do with the color. A trick. Okay, we're getting there. And it's like 150. We'll add the sugar in slowly. Now that's working. We can take the slushy and push it through a colander, and then it'll be ready to be have some water added to it to a dilution rate of 15% sugar, and then put it into the machine after I clean it out. I like using a milkshake tin. We can't take any more out. A full English cucumber, we're going to chop this up. This is a nitrogen chamber. We're going to put it all in here with the alcohol, and we chop it up, and then it will force the alcohol into the flesh and into everything because of the pressure. We're going to release it all after about 10 minutes of shaking. Okay, now we're going to dice after we slice. Okay, now we're going to put it in the chamber.
That's a great new song. We want to give you a little taste of what our summer set is looking like. We'll be playing with the band if you happen to want to follow us.
Somewhere in there. Now we put in the gin with all that cucumber in there as well. This is an infuser top. Nitrogen charge. Drop it in there. Push it in here. It's going to pierce it. It's going to charge it. You hear it. There we go. You heard it. Yeah, we're going to shake it every 30 seconds. This is starting to take on the color like we want it. Now it's time to add the sugar. We're going to mix it in. It's in there. We're just going to make sure that it gets all mixed in and that we don't get it above 150 when we do. Once it gets above 150, it'll go bitter. It'll start grabbing all these horrible flavors. Nobody's come down today, so just going to make stuff. Let's see where we at. Keep it under 150. So look at the color. That's such a beautiful color. And then of course we have to shake this. Don't do that. Careful. Getting close. Also, that's 3. The most important thing to do is to taste it. Still needs a lot more. And shake it. We're at 140. 150 is going to start to really extract. And shake it. And shake it. I reached 150, so now we're just going to let it cool off, and probably by the time it's done cooling, I'll have enough extraction. We'll taste it and see. And shake it. It's time to release the charge. Should take that one. So right now there's a nitrogen stuck inside the cucumbers along with the alcohol. It's bubbling out. Let's see if I can show you. So every one of those bubbles is some nitrogen pulling out alcohol and pulling out top note flavors, like essences of the cucumber. Once it's done bubbling, that means that it's time to pour it, and we're going to pour it into this chinois or fine mesh, and we're going to press it through, and then we're going to put it back in the bottle. Okay, I think it's done bubbling. Now, I press it, mash it through until they're done. Until we get no more drops. Nice green color. Now we're going to pour it into a funnel. Very pretty. Now let's do the lavender. Through this, we just rinse it and clean it. Careful. Get out of there. Again, there's a lot of oil in these, so I'm going to put these in here so we can press them out. It's nice and soft, but we don't have very much time before they get cold again. We need to press them now while we still can. Good. Super sticky. I'll pour these through again. So this is what we pulled from last time. This kind of is full of sugar. Okay, push it through, push it through. See what happens. So here. Squeeze it. Yeah, use your strength. Yesterday I sold $1,000 of drinks, and today nobody's even come to see me. make a lamb of this. Right. Good. So we're gonna start grinding some nutmeg and make some freshly ground nutmeg into some simple syrup. Adding this to some sugar, bringing it to a simmer, and letting it simmer for about 30 minutes. And then we're gonna leave it in a cooler overnight. We might try to make 2 liters with this, maybe about half a cup worth, just by hand grinding that up. And we're getting pretty far.